Welcome everyone to our 316 youth channel. I'm Wayne and today I've got Matt McGarry with us to find out a little bit about what he's been up to and also going to give him a few challenges and see how he gets on with. So Matt, you were an intern a few years ago, so what have you been doing since then?
So yeah, it's been 2 years, but yeah, I've been working or got a job at a charity called Step by Step, which help young people that are in challenging situations and find housing, and I support them, which is interesting. So yeah, I've been doing that for over a year now, which is a bit crazy.
How's that been during lockdown? Because that must have been a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah. So I've been working from home, which has been challenging, but good fun as well.
Why is it fun?
So I'm living with Jack Treacher, who's getting married to Alice Green in a couple weeks. Yeah, big up. And we've just been having a laugh and been like a lot of pranking and.
I hear you like set each other like little challenges. And
a few challenges. We watch TV for our breaks and everything, so it's good fun. It's a good laugh. I think I'm winning on the pranks and challenges side of things.
I don't know if Jack would agree. We'll see. Maybe you could put some of those on our challenge. On our channel. Challenge. I've just got challenge in my head. So. Okay, Matt. Some people might not know too much about you. So, what are 3 facts about Matt McGarry?
3 basic facts. All facts. 3 basic facts about me. So I'm originally from Brighton. I'm 20 years old and I'm very active, love football, sport, all over that.
I thought you were like 30.
No, I'm actually 20. I do look...
The baby. Baby of the team.
Yeah.
Not quite like...
No, there's a few Rob younger. Rob's younger than me, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a lot younger than you. So, well. Okay, I said I would get Matt doing some challenges, so I was thinking a little bit about Matt and like what's he into and what do I think he's good at. And he said he was sporty, so I thought, well, can he do the juggling challenge? So I've got some oranges here, and I didn't know if you were any good at juggling. He said to me
I can actually juggle.
Okay, he says he can juggle. I don't know if I believe him. So take 3. I mean, unless you want to take more.
Did you just think sack off actual juggling balls and just go for orange or satsuma?
Who needs juggling balls when you've got oranges?
Yeah, fair enough.
And we can eat them afterwards. So it's good. Right, well, you can see who you think's the best juggler.
I might have to. I've never done it sitting down. I don't think.
There you go. We'll see.
Can you do it?
Of course I can. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, go.
Flip! Sorry, shouldn't say that.
I think I was the better juggler. So one thing that Matt did all the way through his internship is he was always dancing, and he's got some signature moves. So I'm pretty good at dancing as well, but I'm not quite up to date with the current moves. So I thought that Matt could show me some of his signature moves and see how I get on learning them. So come on, Matt, give me some. Obviously we haven't got the music, but we might put some music.
Yeah, Rob can edit some music in, can't he? Sort us out. Hopefully my dancing's a little bit better than my juggling.
We'll see.
A lot of people have said that, so you know. But the classic Matt McGarry. I was a mascot for the church. Pulled this out in front of thousands of people.
Is that when you were Lenny the Lion?
Yeah, Lenny the Lion. The secret's out. You've heard it first on the channel that it was actually me. But yeah,
whatever happened to Lenny the Lion? I don't see him very much. Is that because you got a job?
I've got a job. I'm in Tottenham Church now, so Lenny doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Show me your moves.
So it's called the Millie Rock.
Millie Rock. Wow.
So I'll just limber up a little bit, and then.
Like I'm about to go boxing.
And then you've got to wind it up a bit, and then it's like the right hand first, cut it, and then left. It's just, that's a few too many spins.
Okay.
Just like a little...
I got a bit carried away.
Yeah, and then you can get a bit more aggressive with it if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like I'm like putting the facial expressions in as well. Huh?
Yeah, and then you can get a bit faster, slow it right down and kind of... Yeah, that's it.
Okay, nice. I'm liking that. Maybe I could teach you the worm. Do you know the worm? I mean, back in the day, that was the move.
Yeah,
Not feeling it. Okay, one thing that Matt is very good at is football, so I thought he could show us some of his football skills. I have no football skills whatsoever, so we might need to kind of just adjust the camera a little bit, but we've got a ball over there, so grab the ball, Matt.
Right, so, okay, come on. This could really be embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, are you as good as Lily Shergill?
No.
Oh, nice.
Split, sorry.
Wow, it's impressive. Right, I'll show you mine.
Come on then, let's see what you've got.
Whoa! I think we'll move on. Move on. Never was good at football. Don't know why.
Still not.
So, yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, I have a lot of coordination in other areas of my life, but
really?
Just with the feet, just never seems to work. So Matt, we've kind of heard a little bit about what you're doing work-wise, and got you doing a few challenges. I think I was the better juggler. I think I was the better dancer. You got me on the football skills. Don't agree?
No, I think I've won overall.
Okay. So a few challenges. So I just wanted to dig a little bit deeper. So just thinking about, we've all been in a bit of a challenging season recently, just in life with all the lockdown and COVID and all of that. Yeah. But you've had some other stuff just going on in your life over the last number of months and stuff. So I thought just dig a little bit into that, find out kind of what's been going on and just how you've just been trusting God in this season. So obviously young people won't know too much about that. What's been going on with you with your health?
Yeah, so it's been a kind of like crazy couple months really. So back in June, actually on my birthday, on
20th birthday.
Yeah, on 20th birthday. Yeah, I had a seizure, which was just kind of completely out of the blue, no reason, like didn't know never had anything like that before, and kind of had been feeling absolutely fine, and just kind of was just a very random thing that happened.
That must have been pretty scary.
Which was scary, and I think a lot of my mates found it scary. So I was with some of the boys from church, and I think they all were a little bit scared about what had kind of happened. So went into hospital and got a few checks, and actually ended up going back to my parents for about a month actually to recover. I had quite a bit of time off work. To kind of
trying to figure out what was going on.
Had a lot of calls from the doctors because they weren't too sure at the time what had kind of happened.
Have they diagnosed it at all? Like, is it?
So at the moment they've just come back with. So I've had a few MRI scans and a lot of kind of tests which have come back and said that I've got a bleed in my brain, which is a.
I mean, just even hearing that, you think that's quite full on. Like,
yeah,
quite scary.
And that was scary to hear from the like when the doctor said it, I kind of didn't believe it at first. I was like, "There's no way." Like I'm an active guy, like
young, fit, healthy.
Young, and kind of that, and especially because they said to me that it was actually very rare that someone my age had it. It's normally in older people, and something that would happen to kind of the elderly, and they couldn't really tell me much about it. So they've said that it's a bleed. I won't bore you with all the medical details, but it's kind of, they still haven't diagnosed exactly what it is. There could be one of two things, and so I've got another MRI scan booked in to hopefully in a couple months' time to kind of
find out where it's at,
and what can be done. So at the moment there's not really much they can do. I've been offered medication which I've not started taking, but I could go into surgery or.
And in yourself, like, are you feeling healthy? Are you like?
At the moment like feeling healthy and back kind of to kind of doing stuff, but actually through kind of especially the first couple months I really struggled mentally. Kind of my mental health kind of took a bit of a dip, and kind of really struggled with that.
I bet there was just a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, a lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of unknowns, and kind of thinking what the heck's going on. I was also told that I wouldn't be able to drive for a year, which a lot of people know that I love driving. I've just bought a new car.
Oh, I know.
A like a couple of weeks before it all happened. So treated myself, and absolutely, that was kind of probably one of the hardest things, was like not really knowing what was.
So that's sitting on the drive for the.
Well, I've taken that back to my parents, and it will sit there for a good few months. I've banned my sister from driving it, or any of my family.
I'm sure she's probably stuck it out. Okay, so Matt, you obviously were in a stage where you weren't expecting this, and sometimes in life things just come like a curveball. They totally take us by surprise, and obviously that would have been a horrible thing to kind of get your head round and think through and think, well, what does this kind of look like for the future? But you are a strong Christian guy. And you are someone that looks to Jesus and puts your faith and your trust in him. So just share a little bit with us about what's it look like just in your walk with God, and how you trust in God just in this situation.
I mean, I think I'm not going to lie. I'm still struggling with kind of processing it all and thinking, where's God in all of this? Why has this happened to me? Why, questioning what's going on, but actually looking at it and thinking that this is a way that God can work in my life, and hopefully maybe in the future with this story it can help people, and even with myself, like my walk with God and has come got so much stronger, and actually I've learned a lot of patience in this time where I've a lot of things have been taken away from me, and where I've kind of been really struggling with that sort of stuff. I think God has really taught me patience, and I think that is one of the biggest things that I've taken out of all of this, is with being patient and not needing everything, and kind of stripping back and being how's life's gonna look a bit different, but it's I'm still alive, I'm still healthy, I'm kind of, I've got God and friends and family, and like I said, kind of life will look different, but it's kind of working that out, and God's plan, and actually he's always got his plan for me, and that's the best thing about it, is that actually I know God's with me, and
it's so good to see you just trusting God in this season. Obviously a lot of unknowns. I know lots of people are praying for you at this time, praying just for that to not be something that happens again, no more seizures, and that when they do that MRI in the new year, that actually things will be clear. But even if it's not, that you would continue to see God work in your life. And I encourage just you guys to be just praying for Matt at this time. Just pray for God's healing for him, and just pray that God will continue to move in his life. We are going to be doing a new series starting next week, looking at the fruits of the Spirit, and one of the fruits of the Spirit is patience. And I love how even in tough times in our lives, we can just see more of God producing his fruit in our life. And we've just done a series on heroes of the faith, and I think you're a great example of a hero of the faith, of a man of God that's trusting him through every area of your life. It's been so good to have Matt with us, just sharing some of his story, doing a few challenges, and hearing about some of the challenging things that he's facing at the moment. Thank you so much, Matt, for being with us. And guys, like and subscribe, and we will see you again soon. So,
I might have to take my shoes off for this.
Do they smell your food?
I've just had a shower.
Oh, okay.
How
many of these can you do? How many can you do?
Depends on the day.
Right.
Wayne, how'd you do this? How did you
just twist it and then it points down?
Oh, twist.
Sorry.
We talking. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Technical issues.